If you're in a phase, I'm with you.
Great.
And
for better or for worse.
Yeah, exactly.
How it works.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I accept you're in a phase. I'm going to start.
Okay, you start the podcast today.
We're starting the podcast.
Our 30 seconds of baloney. We're starting the podcast.
Did you say 30 seconds of bloating?
Well, that too, but baloney.
Baloney? That's sort of like a 1950s term.
Well, I like it, don't you?
Bologna salami. What did they used to say on Popeye? Anyway, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, Liz.
Hi, Lee.
Welcome to the podcast.
The podcast.
Wait, do you want to try again?
Yes, I would like
to
do
an intro.
Okay. Hi, my name is Liz. This is Lee. This is Lee.
Wow.
She's very, very serious today.
No, I'm not.
You're always serious.
Always so serious.
Yeah, we're coming back to you in the middle of summer, the middle of the beginning of summer. And
the middle of the beginning of summer.
It's the middle of the beginning of summer.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what we're going to talk about today.
Ooh, the sky's the limit, baby.
Okay, so maybe we should
talk
start
about
again.
Your gun show?
My guns. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, they're not very, I need to work out more. I'm actually writing an article. You want to hear about my article?
I'd love to.
Okay,
there's nothing
so
I'd rather hear
there's an article that's going to come out.
Facts about
and
how to look like me when you're 70.
Yeah, it's like facts. How do you work it? What's the best way to work out in the heat?
Go inside.
Yes, exactly. Go inside. Get out of the heat.
Okay.
So they were like, give me 5 hot tips on working out in the heat. And I'm like, number 1, go inside.
Sure,
but
that's what
honestly, being outside in the vitamin D and in the sun is all good. But if you're going to work out, you hydrate and all those things. But here's your best bet. What? Hilliard Studio Method. Streaming, $30 a month. Bam. And you got it all done. Then you go outside and do whatever you want to. Swim, hopefully, because it's too hot.
What are your other tips about working out in the heat?
In the heat? You know what? I don't have any. I haven't come up with them. Honestly, it's just hydrate.
Yeah, of course.
And don't go on these massive long runs at 12 noon. Go in the early morning hours. And I wouldn't even go in the afternoon because pollution gets pretty high.
You wouldn't go in the afternoon because you wouldn't go on a run.
That is precisely correct.
Let's back that up.
You know how many times I've gone on a run?
How many?
Maybe 2 right before I got married 40 some years ago. Literally. Nice. And hey, no shade on runners. Go for it. I'm really proud of you guys, but no way. You got to have a gun and an axe after me to get me to run. Only because I'm bored. It just bores me. Other people love it. It's good for them because you have to have your cardiovascular work. I get mine other ways. It's called Hilliard Studio Method.
Speaking of being outside, and I'm looking at these scratches all up and down your arm.
Yeah.
What happened to you, Joan Bunyan? Paulette.
Joan Bunyan.
Paula Bunyan.
No, I had a great time yesterday. Saturday, my son-in-law came over. He goes, first of all, I've got these they're giant. They're red tips that had turned into trees and then had died. So they're like hovering over my house. And with all this inclement weather we've been having, I was afraid they were going to fall on the house. And so he came over with his chainsaw.
One fell
about
beside the house.
Yeah, one did. One fell. And it missed my back porch and it fell right through my rose bushes. And my rose bushes perked back up. They were like, we got this. I mean, I picked that one up. I picked that one up myself and moved it over to the side. It was heavy. But again,
you're so strong.
I work out at Hilliard Studio Method. Anyway, on Saturday, so my son-in-law Robert came over, and then Carrie's husband Zan came over. So this was not planned. I mean, Robert and I planned it, but not Zan. Zan was going to come over to look at something else on my house because he's just kind of a house genius. And so he rolls up with James, what? How old is James? 3? 4? They roll up.
I think he's almost 5.
Okay. Well, he's a helper. And Zan jumped his body up into the tree like a swinging monkey. He was up in this tree and we had the ropes and Robert and I were pulling and Robert was sawing and I was pulling the rope. It was a real trifecta of yard work on steroids and a 5-year-old or 4-year-old. I don't know how old James is. Anyway, he was a big help. And he knew just when to get out of the way. And he knew when to tell me to get out of the way. But we got 4 trees down.
That's impressive.
And then
I came home to this because I had been at the farmer's market
Yes.
getting fruits and veggies. So that was hard as well.
No, it wasn't. It was heaven. You were like, hey, I'm at the farmer's market. And I'm like, well, put the groceries down. Come home and help out.
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a nice pile of long limbs in the backyard.
Logs. They're called logs.
Well, they're limbs right now. They're not logs yet.
They're no, they're big, thick trunks of those trees.
Yeah, but it's the tree trunks and limbs all in one.
It's
so
all
the
out
next
there.
step is to log them up.
So
cut
what
'em
I did, so Robert was
firewood.
really, he's just
Handy.
he's just a man about. He will just, you got a problem, he will solve it. So he brings this, chainsaw, but it's only about this long.
Uh-huh.
Well, I went about an hour with it, and then the chain came off. In so many ways, it was also a metaphor. The chain came off. I went off the chain. But meanwhile, I had sawed all these logs. I had hauled them all the way to the curb all by myself.
I'm so proud of you.
On my shoulders, I need like more bicep there. But anyway, it was a deal. I was sore yesterday. Because, when you do something totally different. You feel it, I'm strong enough to do all those things. But I was like, all right, that was some real Paul Bunyan work.
Oh,
it was. It was really
sorry.
keeping you awake. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so exciting. You just are falling asleep.
No, that's just the state of my existence right now.
Yeah.
No, it was very, very entertaining and very hot. It was a hot day.
Oh, man, it was hot. We
lit the fire pit to burn as many sticks as we could so we wouldn't have to carry them down. But that only went so
Let me tell you
long.
about the fire.
Tell me.
Okay, there's a thing about fire. People say fire, there's a goddess, like a fire goddess. I think I saw her. She was like...
You didn't tell me this.
I did too. I came in the house. No, I didn't come in the house.
Oh,
you were watching me. I saw you see me. This fire got so hot because it was like 90 degrees and we got this hot fire and I'm feeding it just the twigs and little things that are coming off of these trees just so I didn't have to haul that stuff down to the front of the front yard and do all these things. So it got so hot that it started wanting to, it like had a life. It was flaming up and then it would stop at a certain point and flame above the flame. And it felt to me like it was looking for something to land on. So I pulled all the yard furniture in my plants. My plants were going, help me, help me. This is like a furnace. So we pulled all that away and I started hitting it with a hose pipe, hitting it with the water. Guess what happened? I'd hit it with the water, it'd sizzle, and then it'd blow back up. And that's when you know you've got the fire goddess in your backyard and you had some shit to deal with. So I just stood there for like 30 minutes and kept hitting it with the water.
That was smart.
Yeah.
You were protecting us.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I was like,
wait, you told me that the fire was jumping around, but you didn't tell me about the fire goddess. Who is she?
The fire goddess. I don't know. I know nothing about her.
Freya.
Except I have no idea. I have no idea about the fire goddess, but I've always heard that it's like an energy and an entity, and people say it's a goddess. I have no idea. All I know is I had total respect. Oh God, I'm keeping you.
No, it's not.
Is it hard? Is it so hard to be awake?
It is. Honestly, I'm so tired.
Hard to be awake.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Apparently, this is such an interesting story.
It's not that.
You tell a
it's
story.
Not that.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. But anyway, it was a great day in the yard.
It was
true.
I feel
work
very
and
accomplished, and we've still got some to do. So I'm going to get a little help to get the rest of it, sawed up tomorrow. Sawed up? Is that what you call it? Sawing it up.
Yeah.
Sawing it up.
Chainsawed.
We're going to chainsaw it.
Yeah, somebody's coming with a little bit more of a
real power one. Because
power saw that we don't
Robert
need to
has
handle.
one that is an electric, which is excellent chainsaw. But when the chain came off, I didn't know what to do.
I feel like that's a metaphor for my life.
Totally.
For sure.
Well, it was for mine that day too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Moving forward. No, I wasn't upset. I kind of had fun.
No, I know
I
you
need
did.
more.
That's
I
why
need
I'm
more
like,
outside physical hard labor.
Go for it. Head on out. Just don't run.
No, I would never run. That's a waste of time. You don't need to run. You could go chop down trees and use chainsaws and haul shit to the front curb. There's your cardio and your strength all in one, and you don't have to go on a run.
Do you think you got poison ivy though?
Might have. Besides all the scratches, I do have some cuts and such on my body because I was, in short shorts.
Yeah, you were.
It's hot out there. fighting the goddess, fighting the fire goddess. I had to like take my clothes off except for my, necessities.
The golfers were real happy.
No, one golfer came through because I had the beer out. One golfer came through. He goes, wow, whoa, what are you doing? I'm like, somebody's got to. I looked at him and I had a chainsaw in my hand and I was sawing the wood. I went, somebody's got to do this. And I just kept sawing the wood. And he was like, he just backed out like, I don't want any part of this. You crazy.
You crazy.
Crazy.
You crazy. But you don't think you got poison ivy?
I don't know. I was kind of itchy today right there.
But isn't it something like you either are allergic to it or you're not? So if you and I both touched up against it,
right,
you know you get it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I get it.
I could even get it from you. If you got it and I touched you, yeah, but you don't have it.
I don't think I do. Yeah. Right.
I'm highly allergic to it, but I kept washing my arms and wearing gloves and doing things. I'm not a dumbass.
No one said you were. But
Anyway,
you were in the elements.
We're going to look more about, I'm going to look in more about, I can see why firemen like to be firemen. I was intrigued by the fire. Or pyros like to be pyros.
I'm a little pyromania.
You are. You've never seen this though. This was crazy.
No.
Yeah. I don't want you to see it. You are a bit of a pyromaniac, especially at 4th of July. Thank God we'll be out of the country because
I like to light it up.
She likes to
crackle pop.
You should live in Rock Hill or something.
Hey, I mean, what are you shading the Rock Hillians
I'm not
about?
That all they do they know about the fireworks.
Well, South Carolina, you're allowed to, buy them and shoot them off. We're in North Carolina.
If you lived in South Carolina, wouldn't you do fireworks like at least once a week?
Probably not. No, let's be real. I would not do fireworks once a week.
Because you love them.
That doesn't mean I want to do them once a week. It's kind of like anything else. Just because you love one thing, I know your more is more. But if you do it all the time, then you don't love it all the time.
Yeah,
there
but
has to be a little bit of mystery.
You get better at it.
That's true.
It's called your fireworks practice.
Said the fire twirling batonist.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what you are?
Oh my God, I should have gotten my fire baton out. That would have been the perfect day to do that.
Yeah, perfect day.
That would have freaked the golfers out there. Okay, let's move on from the fire.
All right, fire goddess, check. Chain is off the track, check.
Yes. And
Here we are.
We're stuck in the middle of the beginning of summer. and
it's not though, right? Isn't it the 21st of June? The summer solstice?
Yeah, you're
and
correct.
At this point, you'll listen to this, some of you, and it'll be summer. But right now, it's technically not summer.
Well, yeah, but it's hot.
Does that mean summer?
It does. And I'm glad it's summer. And
school's out. Means summer.
Yeah. The people are still coming to the studio, though. I'm glad to see you guys still come to the studio because you don't want to work out outside. It's too hot. Oh my God. I don't like it. Okay.
Well, compared to mine, you're doing great.
Yeah. Well, you're just white. I mean, nothing wrong with being white. But
if you're not watching, you mean pale.
You also know where the spray tanner is. Yeah.
It's such hard work.
I know.
Let's compare. We're flexing. See, how do I even...
I'm not going to do it anymore. I've lost my...
yeah, but so what's it like when you flex your muscles and they're 2 times as big and pretty and sculpted as mine, and you're like, I have no biceps. What am I supposed to feel like?
I do have great biceps. They're really... I have very strong arms.
Right, but how do you think I feel?
I really couldn't know. I'm not in your skin.
You would die if you were in my skin.
I would not.
I already am. So.
I like your skin.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So tell me more about your skin, about you.
No, I want to put on a coat now.
You do? Because you're cold?
No, not at all. I always sweat when we podcast.
Yeah.
I want to cover up my white skin.
Oh, that's okay.
It's fine.
Everybody's used to it. No, and they are. Yeah, we were gonna
couple podcasters. There's not a lot of couple podcasters.
Oh well, let's name one.
Well, I don't know. I've Googled it before. There's a few.
Really?
Yeah, we're unique.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Well, you name a couple that you listen to on the podcast.
I don't know anybody.
See?
I mean, I listen to like 1 or 2 podcasters, so I'm not like a podcast person to understand all these things. But I think that's interesting. A couples podcast.
Yeah.
That's us.
That's us.
How many of them are lesbos?
Ooh, double. What if there's...
Yeah.
Oh.
There's probably some.
Obvi.
There would be some.
Glennon.
Oh, right. The number 1 podcaster in all of America.
But her sister's on it too. So that's 3. So it doesn't count. We win.
It does count. Yeah, it counts. It counts.
Oh, I can name a couple more.
Okay. Well,
Too
let's
bad.
not.
But they're a threesome, actually.
A threesome. Now, a throuple, that would be a good podcast.
Yeah, I don't know that they call it that.
Wait a
It's
minute,
like
a
Friends
throuple-
of Glennon. I've heard them
No,
before.
we can't refer to them as a throuple. I'm not
They're
sure you
not.
understand what's happening.
No,
with that,
they're
okay?
Glennon and her wife and her sister are not, but that is a couple and lesbian couple. But then they know somebody who's a lesbian couple, but there's a third person in their relationship, a woman, but she's not on the podcast.
So it is that they're they know somebody's
Yeah.
a throuple? Do we know anybody like that?
I don't.
I wish we did.
Well, we might,
I would
but I don't know
love
that they are.
to interview a throuple. Like, who is that third person out when sometimes? And how much
I think
jealousy is
a
there?
lot of dynamics. Now, no, I
Yeah.
did hear somebody say, I do think there's another term for it now. I think
What?
like everything,
Threesome, throuple, what?
I don't know.
Trifecta.
I can't trifecta, probably. But you know,
Hat trick.
everything is like no longer politically correct PC, so you have to change it. Like homelessness isn't a term
You're
anymore.
rolling your eyes.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like that's a bad thing.
Well, no, there's some value.
Yeah, what do they call
to
homeless? It's
properly
like what is it called?
unhoused. It's the same as homeless. Homeless, unhoused, like not in a house. And
And if you're homeless or unhoused, you're like, I don't care what you call me. It is horrible to be in this
Right.
situation.
on that one, I don't understand
Yeah.
which one is more derogatory. Like we're trying to move away
House
from
challenged.
derogatory terms. And so I don't
Is
know.
gay
But I
derogatory?
do know that throuple, I think there is a new,
Wow.
PC term
Okay,
for
we're
that.
gonna find this out.
yeah.
We need to meet a throuple
Okay.
and find. I need to know details of what it's really like. Not only just like sexually, but like what's that daytime dynamic like?
Mhm.
Who's like, hey, honey, how are you feeling today? And the other's like, well, you didn't say a word to me. You know, do you have to go?
But you're really not a jealous person, but
No, I'm not. But,
it's interesting.
I think
hear
they
you
have to
say that.
speak in terms like, how are we doing today? We are good, or we are not. We are unhappy. And then you go, which we is we? Which we? Which we is you?
Which we?
Yeah.
I think where I heard it too, they were just saying the youngest generation of 20-something-year-olds, everybody's a lot more open to trying lots of different types of relationships.
I am
for
too, and I'm
whatever
old.
reason.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, your point's good. The 20, yeah.
and I think there's
The
just a
traditional
lot more
marriage is not that.
conversation about how to foster more than one relationship and be very open about it and open with each other and right, wrong, whatever, personal preference. I don't know.
And 20-year-olds are not interested in marriage. A lot of them are not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And I've heard
I'm not
sex.
20. I don't know that on authority, but that's what I'm reading. They're not that interested. And by the way, 20-year-olds, I'm on your team. I don't understand it. So it's fascinating though. Like they're not doing the usual gonna get married, have the kid. They're just having the kid, doing whatever they
Doing
want.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's benefits. I just think you have to, do what's best for you and your family and your relationship. If
Like get a threesome.
I mean, are you interested?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. Lord, no. That
Okay,
would be
great.
a lot.
I'm enough to handle.
It's
What if there were two of me?
or two of me.
Oh, too much.
Maybe like 2-on-1 watching the Vikings. It would be horrible for you. Think about that.
No, she's rewatching it. She started
Okay,
over.
y'all, the
and I
Vikings-
keep being really nice and going, go ahead. And
No,
then
you
I
really
freak
do.
out again.
No, they, okay. Two things on TV I've ever watched that I really recommend to every human are Game of Thrones and the Vikings, both of which are some of the most violent pieces of art on any screen I've ever seen, but also both of which carry meanings to the intricacies and the subtleties of life, of the patriarchy, of religion, of feminism, of
Glory and honor.
life, glory and honor, the reason we're alive. It's fascinating.
Fear, death, bravery.
Yeah, and bravery, all of those things. And it's all covered. It's really covered in this series called The Vikings on Netflix. And it's very difficult to watch for some people because it's violent. It's real. It's the Vikings They pretty much didn't take prisoners. They do what they did. But it's so good. And then, it's also happening when the world is new and, Europe is just kind of coming into its own and Norwegians. And then we even see the beginning of Iceland. It's so good.
Very cool.
It's so good. You're going to love it. Just get past, just kind of take a breath, maybe get a glass of wine.
Cover your eyes.
Cover your eyes. Maybe get a bowl of popcorn. I mean, I came in Friday night. You and I had been out, and you were not with me because you were with your kids. And I came in by myself, and I had on this text chain of friends, and they were all bragging about all this. You were on this text chain about the wine and the popcorn. We'd been to I had steak. We'd had all this food and wine. I came in, popped a big bowl of popcorn, opened a bottle of wine, turned on the Vikings, and just went after it for like a long time.
How long?
Probably a good hour and a half.
That's only one episode or two.
Probably two, but it was late at night. And I was hitting the hardcore popcorn and wine. Of course, it was Friday night. We all get those Friday nights, right?
Well, I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you found something that you really resonate with and that you enjoy watching. That's as we should.
What is the one what are you loving?
Anything not violent. I'm like a sensitive little bunny rabbit right now. So,
well, that's all right. I mean, it's interesting because that kind of stuff helps me relax. And you on the other hand, what were we trying to watch the other night? You were like, could you just find Pollyanna? You literally said that.
Yeah. The Parent Trap, something wholesome. Yeah. I just couldn't take any more.
That's all right though. That's okay. That's why we work.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. And when we find something we both like, it's very rare.
No, that's false. That's false. You're just in a kick
I'm in a moment.
You're in a phase.
It's a great summer for Vikings. That's when they raided, was in the summer. It's too cold during the winter.
Oh, but I do sometimes imagine like the outfits, the costumes, the fur, the dresses, the braids. It is pretty good.
Oh yeah, the women are badasses. I mean, I would have loved to have been a shield maiden.
You are.
Yeah, I know.
You'd be good.
I could carry the logs down to the front. I could, if I had a shield.
Anybody who came at you with a sword was going to be sorely
That's right.
taken
I had a
down.
chainsaw without a chain. But other than that, I was good to go.
Very Viking-esque. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad you're rewatching that. I can't.
I know.
I am in the, like I said, sensitive phase, and that's just where we are right now.
That's good. I love that.
Yawning and sensitive. Do you? Yeah, I love it too.
Well, I love you. So
thank you.
If you're in a phase, I'm with you.
Great.
And
for better or for worse.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I accept you're in a phase. You accept I'm in a phase. And now we get to go travel together for 3 weeks in France. Yes. I bet they don't have the Vikings there.
I don't know. I'm not going to be watching Netflix. If you want to, go ahead.
Me either. Yeah.
Nope. Will not be. We'll be adventuring.
Yes, we will. I can't wait.
Rolling about through the hills.
Oh, we're going to be in Provence when the lavender is in.
Good. She knows where we're going and something about it. I'm so impressed.
And when we first got together, you said, all I want to do is go lay in a field in lavender.
Was it lavender? I think it's just wildflowers.
Wildflowers. Yeah.
Just a meadow.
For us to go lay in a field of wildflowers. I was like, yeah, sounds great.
Okay.
Let's go.
It's okay. I'd probably have allergies if I did.
We're going to do it in France. We're going to do it in the
Fields of Lavender.
Fields of Lavender.
I wonder if it'll be the type of thing where there's just people everywhere and it's real Instagrammy, or if there will be quiet places to see.
That way.
I hope not.
No, they don't know. I mean, everywhere you go in the world, it's very Instagrammy. Everyone is Instagrammy. I'm Instagrammy.
True.
You will see pictures on my Instagram.
Oh yeah, we'll spam it up.
We will. We definitely. But it's so fun. It's fun to share. I mean, I want to give Instagram a moment here because it is a great avenue to share really fun things going on in your life. And if you didn't have that, and you wouldn't know what some of your friends that you never get to see are doing.
Right.
I think it's kind of fun.
Like spending 3 weeks in France while you're home alone working.
While you're home alone, lonely, with no friends.
I don't feel bad. I'm working my tail off and I want to go out of town. And I'm going to come back because we're gone so long and work it off. So I need to find some balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, working on that.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad
great.
You're doing a great job, by the way.
Thanks. No, but we will be in France visiting friends who have lovely invited us to join us at their home with your family and some more friends. And then we'll venture off to go to Provence and a village in Saint-Tropez.
Yeah. So we have 2 weeks by ourselves, 1 week with all the family and friends.
Perfect.
That's really great.
Perfect.
I can't think of a better way to spend 3 weeks in Europe, right?
Yeah, I'll go anywhere. It's fine.
That's right. Just speak that in different language and we're good.
Do you think I'm going to speak French? Do you think I can do it?
Oh, I hope. This year we got to get your confidence. We got to trigger some, we got to get the confidence going because you know French. But she just clams up like a clam. When somebody speaks real French to her, you're like, I've heard you practicing it. You speak it really beautifully. But then you're just like, what? Huh? I'm like, come on.
Well, are you going to?
You give me the keywords. I always do the keywords.
Well, how do you say hello?
Bourgeois. I mean, bourgeois.
Bourgeois. Definitely bourgeois.
Wait, what is it? Bonjour.
Yes.
Bonjour.
How do you say goodbye?
Not adios. Buenas noches? No.
No. You're almost there.
Muy bien? No, I'm still in Spain.
You're still in Spain. You didn't even use these words when we went to Madrid. They're coming out now.
Wait.
You got this.
Come on. Nice.
It's the same as like adios.
Arrivederci. No.
Italian.
It's give me some other vowels.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
There you go.
Au revoir.
What gusto.
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
Well, 2 more. Please.
Clary was trying to teach me the one about, do you have a glass of wine? Something about au vin.
Yeah. She's got a phrase.
I could just go au vin. Like a beggar.
With your hands out. Please, more wine.
Like a beggar. That would be me. Like I'm coming out of the fields of lavender and I'll go, au vin.
I think she was saying something like beaucoup un coupe de vin or something.
Yeah.
Like another.
See, you can do it. Do some more of your French.
No, you tell me what please and thank you mean in French.
Oui.
That's yes.
Yes. And no means no.
No.
Everywhere. No means no. Remember that. Everywhere. No means no. What else?
Consent.
What?
It's not no.
Oh, it's not?
It's no.
Whatever. They're going to understand no, right? No.
There you go.
No.
Okay, now the most please and thank you. Do your polite terms.
Please. Please. Gracias. That's thank you.
Again.
I guess. I'm better at
Okay,
Spanish.
you know how people ask you to respond to their invitation with RSVP?
Right.
So they say, répondez. What's the SVP?
I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît. Oh,
please.
Please. S'il vous plaît.
Yes.
Yeah, s'il vous plaît.
And then what does merci mean?
Thank you.
There
Merci.
Go. Good.
Merci.
She's going to whip out the Spanish on a trip to France. I'm so excited.
I will have this down. I've got a whole plane ride to do. We're doing.
Oh, okay.
I
you're going to be learning
this.
French on the plane ride.
I will. I'll practice.
No, you're going to be monitoring.
They'll be speaking French on the plane ride to Nice.
True, there'll be some words.
Yeah, they'll and I'll listen.
The time has passed at that point. To be frank with you,
I do love the way they sound, though. I can't wait.
It's so fast.
It's fine.
That's why I can read it, but.
Well, you should get a piece of paper, write down what you want to say, and just read it to people.
I'll just Google. You can Google Translate. Okay. There's that app.
Well, last time I saw you, you froze like a deer in headlights.
I sure did, but at least one of us was trying. Damn it.
I'm going to kill
At least one of us was in the right language.
Yeah, in the right country.
Right.
I got this.
At least you know where we're going.
This is why I'm probably
going to France.
Yeah, we're going to France. That is big. I'm excited. Cannot wait. So I hope you guys.
Yeah, but you were such a buzzkill yesterday about drinking on the plane.
Oh, I did. Y'all, be careful what you read. Because once you know a fact, you can't
the more you know
it. The more you can't not know it. So I was reading, now that I read too much news. And the New York Times now knows what I like to read, which one of the things is health stuff.
Boring buzzkill health information.
Yeah, and so they go, by the way, did you know that when you're in the air flying transcontinental, we're really super high. And so, but the cabin.
Thanks for sharing.
Okay. Super high.
Way to set it up.
Like 33,000 square feet. Not square
feet.
Miles in the Anyway, this is ridiculous. We're really
glad you're not a
we're
pilot.
unraveling here. My chain is off. But the cabin pressure makes the altitude feel like 6,000 to 8,000 feet above sea level. Now that is still really high. If you've ever been high in the Rockies or any of those kind of tall mountains, there is very little oxygen. Your body reacts to it. So if
Blood
you
vessels
have
are probably constricting.
exactly, your heart rate goes up, blood pressure, all these things. So even a very healthy specimen of a person, say 21 years old, whatever, having one glass of wine or any alcoholic beverage on these overseas flights has a much higher tendency to have problems. For instance, heart attack, stroke, because all of these levels go up. So
Right.
if you go into one of these flights and you have, say, heart issues or blood pressure or any of that, you've got to really pay attention, and it's not wise to drink that in a transcontinental flight. Well, personally,
Let's hear it.
I have
Let's
never
imagine.
had a drink in a transcontinental flight because that's part of the fun.
Right.
But I never overdrink, and I have a glass of water, a lot of water. We drink a ton of water on these flights. But we also drink a couple glasses of wine.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't do really the hard cocktails.
No.
But we do the wine, and then you take have a sleeping thing, and you're out. And but now I'm like, how am I gonna not know what I know now? So I'm gonna.
I mean, it makes sense.
I might think about it and not have so much wine.
Just one. I mean, hang on. This is stupid.
No, it's just sorry.
It's 30,000 feet above sea level or whatever, flying domestically or internationally.
No, but
you
it's
go
a prolonged.
higher?
No, you're
It's just the length.
It's the length. This
Okay.
prolonged time at 6,000 to
At
8,000. Because in the altitude of your body feels 6,000 to 8,000 feet, even though you're 30,000 feet above the sea level. So it's an issue.
Well,
so
we'll report back on that.
We will
Hopefully we return.
If we make it, we'll give you the report on exactly
of how we felt.
how much.
You know what? The buzzkill ring will tell us.
Oh, I know. We've got that aura ring.
Yeah,
That's right.
which is great.
I'm going to turn
And-
mine off. I'm going to take mine off on that flight.
Like, I don't want to know.
It's going to be redlining the whole time. Going to get up, move around. Oh my God, what are you doing?
You
Do
haven't
not drink.
stood
Yeah.
3 hours. 9. Let's go.
Yeah, it is hard to do all that. Yeah.
Wow.
What's another thing we've learned? Because let's just talk about this.
Okay.
What's another thing we've learned on intercontinental flights? I have a good one. Don't wear your socks to the bathroom.
Ew.
I know.
I've done it before, but
It's
real early in the
gross.
flight.
It's gross. Yeah.
And I'm not my socks that I'm going to put back in my shoes, like the plain socks.
Yeah. The plain socks.
And then I've decided I'm not doing that.
And never again.
I just always.
So you have to wear the kind of shoes that you can slip your socked feet in.
Mhm.
Because, you want to be cuddled up and with your socked feet. And so we have to have the slip-in shoes.
Thank you for that tidbit.
It's just a tip.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Common sense 101. Welcome to the podcast.
We're not really informational today, but we are trying.
We are trying fact check. You'll
Yeah.
learn a lot.
Yeah.
We're here to
My
teach.
nose itches. I can't
It does.
stop
Someone's thinking about you.
I'm so glad. I hope it's good thoughts.
Hey, it's me. I was thinking
It's
you
my
so
throuple
sexy.
person.
Ew. Not ooh for anybody else who enjoys that, but I don't want
No,
anybody.
I
in
think
our
it'd be great
sphere.
for people that love it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait. Let's find somebody we can talk to about this.
Okay.
So, what else is on our mind before we, these people are like, if you're still with us at this point in this podcast,
Godspeed.
I don't know what to say.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Like us, rate it, review it, share,
Yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah. Actually, you do that.
Yeah, definitely do
Yeah.
that.
Please subscribe on YouTube too. And
Yes.
and it's always a love hate. We have always said this. We don't always love YouTube because we don't always look that great. Because we're vain. Okay, I am. I'm vain. And I'm like, oh, I got to put on makeup over the sweat. But here we are.
Here we are.
And we want you to watch us on YouTube.
Because we're cute.
Yeah, you are.
You're hot.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
So, all right. Anything else you want to, important facts?
No, fire goddess off the chain, travel.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's traveling this summer. Don't forget to take us with you online,
Yeah.
streaming, $30 an hour or not an hour.
$30
We're
an
going to
hour.
change our price to $30 an hour.
We're going to track you.
Yeah.
We'll follow up. You haven't worked out 10 hours this week.
We're going to be worse
Pay
than
us.
your aura ring. time out. You need to go on Hilliard Studio Method right now and get your workout on. No, we are $30 a month for streaming, and we're having a special. Are we still running the special?
It's like $1 a day.
Yeah, it's like $1
Look
a
at
day.
that.
Right. And you got like a bazillion workouts. You've got beginner, you've got abs, arms, bottom, legs. You just name it.
There's a big title. There's a big button that says bottom.
Yeah, all the things, everything is on there, and so you have to do that. And then the deal is $250 for 2 months of Zooming, which if you haven't, I love the Zooming is great because then you get to like see what's happening live action, and you get to have the instructor like call you out in front of your husband and child about your form.
Or if everybody's being lazy in the background, I can call them out while you work out.
Exactly. It is kind of fun. We see lots of cute kids, dogs, husbands.
It is fun.
That. It is great. I love the Zoom.
A little window into the world.
Yeah. So anyway, but we'll see you in the studio too. We're still here. And even we're gone, everyone's here. Sarah, Abby, you name it. Annie.
You name it. Nope, that's
Alexis.
false. Everybody's in and out, but we are running the studio.
Yeah.
Full throttle, and
Full
it's
throttle.
good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, and we're all still talking to people in different cities. So if you're interested in Hilliard Studio Method in your city, we have got a game plan, and we're ready to put it in your city. So I had a word and then it slipped. So Sissy is like that. Though.
I'm in the gutter.
The chain, the chain is off.
Yeah.
It's
called Robert. He can put it back on.
You need to go take a nap.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
See ya. Thanks for listening to us today, wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, you can now find our podcast on YouTube.
Yeah. If you liked it, please share, rate, and review. We love 5 stars. And we hope you'll work out with us online or in studio at HilliardStudioMethod.com.